All right. All right, let's see how we're looking. All right. What's going on, everybody? How we doing? Hopefully everyone's doing all right. Gonna get the stream started here in just a couple seconds. What's up, dude? How we doing? Good old iced tea mix. How's yeah, I wish it was soda, dude. Nice little energy bump, if you will. How's work been for you? Probably aren't all gonna fit on screen, but just a little bit of a preview of what we're getting ourselves into. Okay, awesome, man. A little bit different environment than what you're used to. Oh wow, that's a big difference then, dude. That's gonna be interesting though, especially because I mean you've been doing that for a long time, so that's definitely a change of scenery. But the tempo has to be very different too. So, all right, let's get rolling. Well, what's going on, everybody? WakoBako here. Hopefully everyone had a good week. Today we're gonna go through some elite trainer boxes I picked up throughout the week. As you can see by the thumbnail, we got at least 5 of them. I was hoping to find some more Surging Sparks, but I swear they're either not restocking it or the second that it is, it's immediately gone. But it's all good. We have these to go through, kind of talk about what's going on for this week, some mail that's coming in this week, and then plans for the streams coming up. So we have at least 2 of each of these. We have Astral Radiance and... yes, actually you did. So funny enough, so when I was deployed last year, and we did our Secret Santa, which, if you guys aren't familiar, I do content with the guys over at Dodge/Frag. We're probably going to do another Secret Santa Well, I mean, we are doing it, but we're probably going to record it and get it uploaded. But yeah, Ice Team Mix sent me one of these Elite Trainer boxes last year. Got a bunch of good hits out of it. So I'm interested to see how this year goes. Last year was a lot of fun for sure. It's one of those where, like, you know, it's a good mix of like cool gifts, techie kind of gifts, and then absolute like goofball or questionable gifts, if you will. So yeah, it's gonna be a fun time for sure. If we live stream it, obviously, you know, I'll drop the link. If not, it'll just be recorded and be put up on their channel. But make sure you guys go check them out for sure. Yeah, we got 2 of the Astral Radiance and 2 Silver Tempest, and then I have 1 good old Stellar Crown, one of the most current sets that I'm still working on. Questionable how so. I'll leave it up to everybody that hasn't checked it out yet to go watch that. But yeah, it was fun for sure. So with that being said, so we're gonna start with Astral Radiance, but before we even get to that, you guys know I always do like oldest to newest. So a bit of a preview for what's coming next week. So I told you guys the latest Japanese set that came out. I'm still waiting on orders or shipments of, and I am. So I have 3 boxes here, and I got another 2 boxes here. I'm waiting on 2 more boxes to come in. So this is the brand new set, Terrestrial Festival. I'm probably butchering that, but I got these 3 boxes from 763 Collectibles, and then I got these 2 from the good friend, and I finally wrote his name down. It's TCG Pokemon Collector, also known as Jason Nee, good friend of mine. The last 2 boxes I'm waiting on are from PokeNE. Obviously, you guys know who PokeNE is. But yeah, so we'll at least have, and I say at least, if I could pick up more without this or throughout this week, I will. Yeah, we'll have at least 5 boxes to go through, and I say 5 because I'm gonna try and restrain myself and hold on to at least 2 boxes, because even since I got these 2 orders, the boxes have gone up almost $20 already, and they're gonna keep getting more and more expensive. So if I can get more, I absolutely will. But there's a point where it's kind of not affordable for me to buy these, so I'm trying to get as many as I can. But again, just a little bit of a preview for next week. And then outside of that, I have some Final Fantasy stuff coming in as well. So Friday, depending on what time I get home from my trip, we'll definitely do another Final Fantasy Friday. I am in the works with Mewtwo Dude to try and do like a co-stream or some kind of like Instagram live, maybe like split screen kind of thing for all the Final Fantasy stuff. Yeah, that's kind of the heads up for this week coming up. I'll be out of town this whole week, so whenever I get back, it should be sometime on Friday. Like I said, depending on time, I'll probably do Final Fantasy Fridays, and then try to recover a little bit, and then Sunday we'll do another stream and we'll open up the Terrestrial Festival. Besides that, as you guys saw, I got in all the submissions from CGC. Well, not all of them, but most of them. And I've been actively working on getting those uploaded onto eBay. So let me just show you guys some of the orders that have sold already. Literally within, I'd say about an hour or 2 of me posting them, but take a look. So these 3 cards have already sold, and I kind of put on Instagram the same thing. Guys, if you're just getting into selling or not sure how to do it, obviously feel free to ask questions, reach out to me. I'm not the greatest expert, but I have a bit of experience. You don't have to have the most expensive or the rarest or the highest graded cards to sell stuff. And this is a prime example. So check this out. We have a CGC 8 Blastoise EX Alt Art. This is from the 151 collection. This sold within an hour of me posting it. We got the Mew EX Promo 9.5. These are from the Ultra Premium collection, which they printed a bunch of. Sold within maybe 25-30 minutes. And then the absolutely beautiful Alakazam Alt Art from 151 as well. If you guys see on Instagram, though, I just posted a whole bunch of stuff that sold within the last week or so. A bunch of 7s, 8s, 9s. It doesn't all have to be 10s. Even though I do have 10s and it's great that I sell them. It's one of those things where there's a buyer for everything, and that's how I look at it. All right. But yeah, like I said, I'm uploading the rest of this stuff on eBay. There's a good amount of stuff I did last night, so go check out the shop. The link should be in the description or on the channel page or on my link tree. But yeah, I still got probably another 20 slabs to upload, which I'll be doing immediately after the stream. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. Try to drag that out a little bit, but yeah, just gonna have fun. We're gonna go through these, hopefully get some nice hits. So Astral Radiance is definitely a set I haven't opened much of, unfortunately. It kind of went from the hype of Brilliant Stars right into Astral Radiant, or Pokemon Go came out right after that, and then Lost Origins directly behind it. Not saying that there's not great cards from this set, but yeah, there's other sets that dwarfed it, unfortunately. Do like this pattern though, that's super trippy. But yeah, so let's take a look. Here are our packs, good old Astral Radiance. Probably just gonna mix them around just a little bit here, just to have some fun for myself. There's no promos in these, but there are code cards, so there you go. Best luck to whoever's getting that. But let's take a look at some of the cards you can get from this set here. I'll just put that on the ground for right now. Again, it was just a weird timing for this set. There's definitely some good cards in here for sure, and hopefully we can pull some here today. But let's see. Yeah, the Lilligant, Heatran, Starmie. You've got Dialga and Palkia in this set, so the Machamp is really, really nice in this set. Still one of the most expensive cards in this set. But yeah, a lot of really, really nice artwork. So again, like even like the Beedrill, like that Beedrill alt art is insane. Still never pulled it. I think the only alt art I have from this set, unfortunately, is the Lilligant, or Lilligant. But yeah, you have the Palkia right there, which looks absolutely insane. You have the Machamp, which is nuts. You have the Sneasler, which is really, really cool as well. And then you have, oh, hold on, jumped ahead just a little bit. And then you have the Dialga right there. A lot of really nice cards. Obviously, some great full arts here as well. Getting into some of the hypers, the rainbows. I miss seeing some of these. And then also, this set has a really good trainer gallery as well. I mentioned that I do have all the trainer gallery cards complete. But then you have the chance to get this, like the Starmie with Misty there, which is probably one of the most expensive trainer gallery cards, at least on the English side. You have the Garchomp and Cynthia right there, so opportunity to get some really, really nice cards out of this. Same thing with Silver Tempest. You have the trainer gallery cards in that as well, so good chance to not only get cards from the regular set, but that set as well, or the subset, if you will. So here we go. Plus, I get to have a little fun doing the pack trick. So, all right, here we go. Let's go forward to the front, and let's try our luck. Starting off with Water Energy, maybe there's some good luck here. Golduck right behind it, so some good luck there. We have Grant, we have the Electrode, we have Togepi, we have Chatot, we have Magnemite, Teddiursa, Sneasel. Ooh, okay, off to a good start. We get the Melanie full art, and again, this is just from the trainer gallery, so there's potentially another hit behind this. Maybe, maybe not, but a very, very good start. Let's see if we get anything behind it. And no, we do not get... That would be cool, though, and that's what I like about this set. You can get those, what I call two pieces. So you can get a hit in both that reverse slot and that final rare slot. But a very, very good start. And again, as I always say with Elite Trainer boxes, they're very hit and miss. I've opened up so many over the channel, well over 100, probably even well over 200 ETBs. But it's one of those things where sometimes they're absolute duds and you won't pull a single thing. And then there's other times where they're just absolutely stacked. So, and the fun thing with sets like this is, again, you have two chances to get some hits, or you just get random V-Star tokens. But yeah, really, really fun sets. Once they started doing this with Brilliant Stars, it really picked up. I'm kind of glad they did this. But, oh, look at that. You got Scyther and then Heracross right behind it. Two of my favorite bug-type Pokemon. So there's the reverse Ralts. So nothing from the trainer gallery in this one, but let's see if there's anything behind this. And there isn't. Good old Mightyena. But it's all right. Between the two ETBs, we have, what, 18 packs to go through, for this at least. Let's see. No, these were only 8 at the time, so it's 16 in those. We'll get 16 Silver Tempest, and then we'll get to the 9 from Stellar Crown. But yeah, hopefully you guys had a good week, and you're enjoying your weekend so far. Wow, that card's absolutely messed up already, just straight out of the pack. I don't know if you guys can see all the whitening on top of that. Yeah, good times for sure. But yeah, should be a fun week. Again, I'm going out of town. We're doing kind of a family trip that we were going to do last year, but I was deployed at the time. So I'll be out for a few days, but I'll be back. Guys, give you a nice little recap. Maybe I'll pick up some Pokemon stuff while I'm there. But yeah, and then we'll just get right back into the swing of things. Palace Swine as the reverse, and I think there's something behind it. It looks like there's something peeking, but let's take a look. Ooh, nice. Okay. We get the Typhlosion V full art. Very, very nice. All right. Not too bad. Pretty good ETB so far. Hopefully those aren't the only 2 hits, but that's also why I kind of shuffle stuff around, like to keep it random. I still think the original Typhlosion design, obviously this is the Hisuian Typhlosion. I think the regular Typhlosion looks a lot better, but it's still a unique design. It's from the Legends Arceus game, which unfortunately I never completed. I definitely put a lot of time into it, but I wouldn't mind going back and playing it some more. Still behind on Sword and Shield as well, Scarlet and Violet. I'm behind on all the Pokemon related games, unfortunately. You know, even with the free time that I have, I feel like there's so many other games that I'm just actively playing. Nice reverse Golduck here. But yeah, maybe I'll bring my Switch with me so I can play it on the plane or something. But all right, here we go. Golduck, let's see what's behind it. It is a Miss Magius, so nothing too crazy there. On to the next. Really hope I can find some more Surging Sparks, even some more Stellar Crown. There's some Shrouded Fable here and there, but I would like to find some more Twilight Masquerade as well. It's a set that I didn't really find much of when it came out, and then I just got sidetracked, opening up a whole bunch of other stuff. So would definitely be fun to go through more of that as well. But if you have recommendations about some sets you'd like to see me go through, hopefully modern, as much as I'd love to do vintage stuff, I just can't afford it. But if there's modern sets you want me to try and hunt down, I will absolutely do that. I'm still planning kind of a holiday Christmas stream. Don't know absolutely when, but we'll be doing the giveaway at that point in time. Multiple winners. I'm gonna try and do like 3 to 5 separate winners for that giveaway, so that should be nice. But keep an eye on the community page or on Instagram. I'll update you guys when I have a little bit better information there. But here we go. I have Ursaring as the reverse, and okay, nice. So we get Holo. We get the Bastodon Holo. Remember, in these older sets, and I say older even though Sword and Shield's not old, but you know, you're not guaranteed to get a Holo or higher in that last slot. Same thing with like the double reverses and all that. So I'll gladly take a Holo, even though it's not expensive by any means. There's almost no value to it. It's still better than pulling absolutely nothing. So I'll gladly take it. Get this out of the way. Let's see what else we got here. We have Gardenia's Vigor, we have Wishcash and the Temple of Sinnoh, we have Yanma, we have Swinub, we have Nickit, we have Petlittle, we have the Bergmite, we have Drifloon, which is one of the creepiest Pokemon in all of Pokemon. I'll read the description for you. So it says here, said to lure away young children and carry them into the afterlife. Some whispers of Drifloon are formed of reincarnated human souls, but these rumors have yet to be confirmed. If that isn't the darkest thing in the Pokemon universe, I don't know what is, but I'll leave that up to you to decide. Let's see what's behind it. Ooh, nice. Okay, so we go from really, really dark to an actual dark Pokemon. We get the Darkrai V, which is absolutely amazing. But yeah, Drifloon, definitely the creepiest Pokemon, in my opinion, for sure. Wow, I just grabbed a whole bunch of sleeves there, but it's all right. So it's good. I'm glad to see we're still getting hits here. So definitely a solid ETB. I'm interested to see how the other one does. But there we go. Well, at least 4 hits so far. And yes, I know I'm counting a Holo as a hit, but I'm from the old school generation, if you will, where if you pulled a holo, you were the coolest kid around, no matter what holo it was. So I do still appreciate holos, even if they're kind of just jammed and thrown at us in every single pack. All right, Curlia, we have the Wait and See Turbo, Sheldon, we have Pawniard, Hisuian Growlithe, very, very nice. We have Voltorb, we have Rufflet, Ponyta, we have the Sweet Honey as the reverse, and behind that is the Cleaver. It's a non-holo, but it's still a very, very nice card. Another evolution for Scyther. All right, last pack from this ETB. Again, this one's been pretty solid. I'm interested to see how we do on the next one. Still got that other Astral Radiance ETB to go. Then we're going to get into some Silver Tempest and, of course, end off with good old Stellar Crown. So let's see, we have Azelf, we have the Switch Cart, we have Roxanne, we have Nickit, Petlil, we have Bergmite, the Hippopotamus, we have Cyndaquil, we have Bisharp, and let's see if we can get anything else behind it. And no, unfortunately not. So again, not too bad. I mean, we at least got one card from the trainer gallery, and it was a nice full art trainer, so I'll take that. We got a regular V, and we got that full art V, so not too bad. And we got a holo, so, and again, for ETBs, I'll take that, especially because you only get 8 packs. Yeah, I think that was pretty solid. All right, on to the next one. I really wish this whole DMCA thing would go away so I can just listen to whatever music I wanted to during the stream. It's very hard to find a playlist, let alone try to find a different one so I'm not playing the same music over and over and over again. But it seems like there's very limited options for sure. All right, here we go. Next 8 packs. Again, still doing some Astral Radiance. Just going to mix some of these up just a little bit. There we go. Let's put that one to the back. Another code for you. There you go. Best of luck to whoever's getting the codes, by the way. You like the elevator music? I really don't, but yeah, it's one of those things where I try to find some kind of Pokemon-related music, and you just end up with stuff like this. But yeah, it is what it is. Thanks for coming in, new kid. Appreciate you. Hopefully you're having a good weekend. But yeah, it's just one of those things where... nope, that's definitely not going to happen. Good try on that one. All right, let's see if we get in this one again. More Astral Radiance. Maybe we get some alt arts here. Anything is possible, especially with how many cards are in this set. But let's take a look and see what we got. Starting off with that Darkness Energy. We have Sheldon. We have the Celine. We have Per Ugly. Definitely name fits the Pokemon. We have Sudowoodo. We have Magnemite. Ralts. We have Sneasel. We have Mischievous just kind of flying through the city there. We have Oshawott, the water-type starter from this gen. And behind that... ooh, Beedrill. Very, very nice. I'll gladly take that. No, Oshawott's older. It's not from that gen. Sorry. Oshawott's from, what, 2 gens prior to that? Maybe Sun Moon? I don't know. Definitely not Sword and Shield. At least I don't think. Alright, I gotta change this music. It's driving me nuts. Hold on one second. Alright. There we go. A little bit something upbeat. Not trying to put people asleep here. Alright. Get this out of the way. Alright, let's try our luck with this one. Starting off with that Steel or Metal Energy. We have Azelf, the Switch Cart, Yuxi, and the Barboach, which is just a humongous... it looks really, really big in that picture, but obviously it's super small. We have Scyther, we have Eevee, Heracross, so we get that 3-peat again. Very, very nice. We have Mantine, we have Bronzong as the reverse, and behind it is a Miss Magius. All right, so nothing so far out of this ETB. Again, that's why I always mention that they're very hit and miss. Sometimes you have some great luck, other times you won't, but I'm just glad I was able to find some of these, especially for being a little bit of an older set, at least in terms of like previous gen. But I think a lot of this stuff was left over from like the Black Friday sale they tried to do. And I feel like if they just would have put all these out, they would have sold them. But they waited, and then they have all this stock now. So, all right, Ursaring as the reverse, and behind it is a Regidrago. Regidrago, the alt art from Silver Tempest, which I wouldn't mind seeing that, is really, really nice. But yeah, like I said, I think out of this set here, I only have one of the alt arts, which is kind of unfortunate. But again, it's a set I didn't open up that much. All right, let's see what we got here. Another steel or metal energy. We have Grant, we have Electrode, the Gutsy Pickaxe, and Ralts just kind of wandering through the field there. We have Nickit, Togepi, Chatot, Magnemite. We have Basculegion as the reverse, and behind that is a Overquill. All right, still nothing out of this ETB, but it's all right. Still got a couple more packs to go. New kid, how's the inventory been at the exchange over there? They keeping it stocked, or is it very hit and miss? All right, Overquill, Kamado, Kamado, sorry. We have the Jubilee Village, Teddiursa, Voltorb, Basculin. We have Glameow. We have Poochyena. We have Cleaver Reverse. We saw the non-holo before. Nope, nothing. Okay, sold out. Gotcha. It's unfortunate, but I mean, kind of stinks because it's that time of year where people are just buying like crazy. But I know there's so many people over there that are into it. At least that's how it was when we were there. So, yeah, hopefully you get some luck and you can find some other stuff there. All right, Cleaver Reverse. Let's see what's behind it. And a Regirock. It looks like we're going to pull another Cleaver there. So still nothing out of this ETB. It's all right. I did shuffle around a little bit, so maybe with my luck, we have some of these hits on the end here. Again, Palkia, Dialga, Machamp. Any of them would be really, really nice to see right now. Okay, yeah, that'd be kind of sick. Yeah, I have a bunch of that stuff on pre-order. There's so many different products for that, so I try to pre-order at least a little bit of everything. But yeah, I got the Pokemon Center ETB. I've got a couple regular ETBs, so yeah, hopefully you can get that one because that's going to be another big set. I do have the Japanese iteration of that set here with me. I showed it off at the start of the stream. But we'll be opening that up next Sunday. All right, so Paloswine is the reverse. And Shaman. As beautiful as that card is, it's still not a hit. So, are we going to strike out on this ETB? Maybe I got all the luck out of the previous one. Yeah, so this is what I was talking about, new kid. I got a bunch of these booster boxes in. This is the Japanese equivalent to the set that you're talking about. So, yeah. The English set should be absolutely chaotic. So, let's take a look. See if we can get at least one hit out of this ETB. That would be nice, right? But it's all good. We still have some more fun sets coming up. Water Energy, so maybe we have some good luck here. We have Wish Cash. We have the Wait and See Turbo, Teddiursa, Sneasel, Misdrevious. We have Barboach. We have Scyther. We have Rowlet as the reverse. And let's see what's behind that. Still, no Trainer Gallery cards in this, by the way. How unfortunate. And a Mistbright. All right, so we get a holo at least. I don't want to be overly excited, but it's still something. I'll gladly take it. Definitely better than nothing. But here we go. Last pack of Astral Radiance for now. I definitely need to get some more of these. I feel like the Pokemon Center still has some of this stuff in stock, so I may try and order it. Wabbit, how we doing? Just going through some Astral Radiance. The first ETB we had some good luck on. The second one we've been striking out like crazy. But let's see if you brought some luck to this last pack. If not, we're going to go just right into Silver Tempest. Let's see if we can get at least a Trainer Gallery card. Nope, definitely not. We have Togekiss as the reverse, and let's see what we're going to end off with. Nothing. Wow. That was and again, just like I said, these ETBs are very hit and miss. If they did it to where you got a lot of hits all the time, they'd probably either be more expensive or the Pokemon company would just lose money, which obviously they're not in the business to do that. But out of those two ETBs, again, I can't complain. We got at least two holos, so not too bad there. We got the Darkrai and Beedrill. Would have loved to have seen the Beedrill alt art. We got the Melanie full art from, the full art from the trainer gallery, and then we got the full art Typhlosion V. So not too bad. I'm gonna put these off to the side. We'll do a full recap at the very, very end. But on to the next. Good old Silver Tempest. Very, very popular set. And it's funny because all the hype behind Silver Tempest and how well it did, and then Crown Zenith came in right behind it, which was another monumental set. I think the last few sets of Sword and Shield, honestly, kinda. So, like I said, the first ETB I did alright. I got at least like 4 hits out of it. The other one I only got 1 holo. So, definitely weird for sure. Yeah, I mean, so the sets that Sword and Shield ended off with, you had Brilliant Stars, which we showed off the binder on Friday. They had Astral Radiance, which I just opened. You had Pokemon Go, Lost Origins, Silver Tempest, and Crown Zenith. So I think going into the last year of Scarlet and Violet, again, that's just an assumption, but I truly do think this is the last year for the Scarlet Violet generation before they start the next one. They're really going to have to hit it big with some of these sets coming up. Now, granted, the next English set is a huge set, so they're definitely have a strong start for sure. You had so many huge hits on the end of Sword and Shield, so be interested to see how Scarlet and Violet does. Let's take a look and see some of the hits from Silver Tempest. Now, this set here, I do have all of the alt arts for, but I'll gladly take duplicates. A lot of really cool cards in this one here. We got Chestnut. You have some Growlithe and Arcanine there. You have Reshiram and Lugia in this set. You have the Vulpix. And that's what I was just talking about. You get Raichu, of course. So just going off of trends, right? They do it every 3 to 4 years. So this is coming up to that 4th year since Silver Tempest, since Scarlet and Violet has been out. So if I was to guess, we'll start hearing stuff early this year. They'll start announcing it, they'll start feeding into it, and then we'll probably get a game release at the end of 2025 or the very start of 2026. Another Arcanine there. But and then again, as the new game comes out, the new generation of cards will start. So again, just all assumption, looking at trends and how they've done stuff in the past, but I don't know, maybe they'll change it up. I really doubt, though, because if you look at all the Pokemon sets, even starting from base set, and look at how they've released sets over time, it's definitely kept consistent. Look at these 3-piece right here, though. The Lugia, you have the Lugia V-Star, and then that Ho-Oh, all absolutely beautiful artwork. But yeah, now we started getting some of the more higher-end cards and the more chase cards, if you will. Again, a lot of beautiful alt arts here. All right, so in this generation here, so these were all, I'm trying to think of a good way to explain it. So think of alt arts, at least for Sword and Shield, as your secret rares, right? Because with Scarlet and Violet, they made everything very, very confusing, especially with SIR and SAR, because they try to mimic the Japanese side. But so here, so I'll just use this as an example, right? So you still have your full arts, right? But if you look at where the set actually ends, so the English set, let me take a look at this real quick, sorry. Trying to see what the last card. All right, so check this out. So 195 is the last card for the regular set. So here you start getting your full arts, right? Obviously the regular cards end here. All these cards here are still part of the regular set, even though they're alt arts. But then 195 is the last regular card. So previously you would just have all your full arts, Pokemon full art trainers, and then that would end here. And then your hyper rares or your rainbow rares is where it starts your secret rare. So this is a Viper V-Star hyper rare. That's where it starts your secret rares. So all these before, at least again during this generation, and I know it's confusing because I'll go over it again when we get into Stellar Crown. But all of these here, And same thing with all the other like Vs and V stars and V maxes. They're all just ultra rares up to this point. So all of these are ultra rares. And then you get to here, this is your hyper rares, right? Which are all your rainbows. Your gold cards, those are still part of your secret rares as well. But I understand it's very confusing, but it only got worse with Scarlet and Violet. But again, once we crack open that ETB, I'll kind of explain it again there as well. But just think of it, and again, I do have, man, I wish I had that picture available. It's got all the symbols on it, and it tells you like what they all mean. But that's the one thing I wish they would kind of go back to, is either making it more simple or just putting the letters next to it, right? So if you see like a UR next to your card, it means it's an ultra rare. If you see SR, it's a secret rare. Yeah, it's unfortunately convoluted. No, it's not. There's been alt arts all the way back from like X and Y. They had alt arts in X and Y. They had alt arts during Sun and Moon. They did alt arts in Sword and Shield. So at least for Sword and Shield generation, the alt arts started with battle styles. That actually started the alt arts being mixed into the sets. Because before that, you didn't have these alt arts, right? You didn't have stuff like this. So you'd go from the regular set to full art Pokemon, right? And then you had your full art trainers. And then you'd go into your hyper rares, which started as secret rares. Yeah, yes. Yeah, there are definitely alt arts in Scarlet Violet, yeah. No, that makes it even more convoluted, because if people don't care about the value and they're just collecting, or if they're actually playing, like, I see what you're saying, but I think them just spelling it out, like even on the Japanese side, like, I wish I had a card available. Actually, let me just show you this. Hold on one second. And grab one of these binders here. This might help explain what I'm trying to talk about. All right, so for example, this is from some of these cards are from VMAX Climax. No, you're fine. No, you're fine. I just want to explain so we're on the same page. So VMAX Climax, these are on the English side. These were trainer gallery cards, right? On the Japanese side, these are character rares. But at least it says here, and hopefully you can see that, it literally says CHR. So that means it's a character rare. On the English side, you saw TG for trainer gallery. Let me find another example. So like even on the Japanese side, right? And another example here. Here is one of the character super rares from VMAX Climax. And again, it says CSR. So it's very self-explanatory. It's character secret rare. Even on the newer cards, right? Again, Japanese. This is an art rare. It literally says AR right on the bottom. There's no need for all these fancy symbols and making it confusing. The Japanese side has also done like rares, double rares, triple rares, which are normally like your regular Vs, VMAXs. But again, it's a very simple way to do it, yes. But this whole transition, especially with Scarlet Violet, where they're like, oh, we're trying to make it more like the Japanese side, they made it more confusing. And by the way, both of those cards I just showed you guys are up for sale. I'm uploading them on eBay right after this stream. But hopefully that goes a little bit up. And again, once we get into the other Elite Trainer box, I'll show you the stuff for Stellar Crown. It is more confusing. But again, this whole change, especially with like the card borders and how it's laid out, they were supposed to simplify everything, especially for manufacturing purposes. But they made it a little more complicated. But here we go. Silver Tempest. Again, we have ability or a chance to get some trainer gallery cards here. You also have a lot of really, really nice cards in the regular set. So let's see. And again, like everyone has their own process, right? And some people like to do it that way. But again, since I got back into collecting all the way back with like X and Y and Sun and Moon, it's just gotten more complicated. Hopefully, with whatever the next gen is going to be, they've figured it out from Scarlet Violet, and it's a little cleaner. And again, I really think they just need to do it to where it just has those 2 letters on there. You know, if it's a common, it's a C. Uncommon is UC. Rares are R. Ultra rares are UR. You know what I mean? Like, hey Nugget, how we doing? But yeah, it's one of those things they really need to simplify it and then mimic it on everything, whether it's Chinese, Japanese, English, Korean. It all needs to be the exact same. All right. So let's see what's behind it. Gym Trainer here. And a Amoonguss. All right, so not the strongest start from Silver Tempest, but it's all right. We still have more to go through. Yeah, Nuggy, you just missed my whole explanation about the rarities and how to tell the difference between them and so on and so forth. It's a very convoluted process, but like here, like even the old symbols, right? A diamond meant it was an uncommon. They simplified all that stuff, but again, I think just putting actual characters there or letters is the easiest way to do it for sure. All right, we have Indeedee, we have Dreepy as the reverse, and behind that is an Incineroar just taking a nap there. Very, very nice. All right, let's see if we can get some hits out of this one. Again, 2 chances. You have that reverse slot where we can get something from the trainer gallery, and then you also have that rare slot to get anything there. No, you're fine. It's again, it's very convoluted. It's not something I expect people to just immediately understand. The best way to understand it, though, is honestly look at Japanese cards from like Sun and Moon or Sword and Shield. I would honestly start there, especially because they have all the actual letters and characters on everything. Start there, and then kind of work towards the more modern stuff. And trust me, it's very confusing still. By the way, I like how we're starting to get like these off-center cards, and then we pull the trainer gallery breaks in, and it looks absolutely perfect. Absolutely beautiful trainer gallery card. But again, even here, right? Like, yes, it's a star, right? It's a shiny star, but it says right next to it, TG. Like, that's the way it should be. But all right, let's see if there's anything else behind it. And, ooh, nice. We get a 2-piece. Very, very nice. So we get the Hollow Rapidash, and we get that breaks in trainer gallery. So very, very nice. All right, so you're talking about for current, you're talking about for Scarlet Violet. So not every single one of those is an alt art. So do you understand what the term alt art means, right? Like it's an alternate from whatever the original art is. So let me grab a binder real quick. Hold on. I'm trying to think of a good way I can explain it with one of the current sets. Oh goodness. Hold on. So this is a really good example here, and I'll show you from this set. It's from Sword and Shield, but hopefully it gets the point across. So let me move this off to the side real quick. All right, so check this out. Pokemon Go, right? Completed set. So again, you have your circles as commons, your diamonds as uncommons, and then your stars are rares, right? These here, which is a shiny star, means it's an ultra rare, at least in Sword and Shield generation, right? Don't think about anything else. We're just talking Sword and Shield for right now. I'll show you Scarlet Violet here in a second. So same thing here, right? Even these Radiants, right? It's got a star next to it because it's an ultra rare. Same thing right here, right? Ultra rare. It's a V star. So V's, V stars, V maxes, they're all ultra rares. Same thing here, right? Shiny star, shiny star. So here, so this is a full art, still considered an ultra rare because it's just one shiny star. This is an alt art, meaning it's an alternate form of the artwork. It's not like it's its own rarity. I think that's why you're confusing. Alt arts aren't its own rarity. It's just the way that it's done. What's up, Mewtwo, dude? I'm trying to explain alt arts. So again, it's not its own rarity. It's just a art design. It's an alternative artwork to a more traditional art. So instead of doing this, which this is still somewhat considered a traditional artwork, this is an alternative artwork. That's what that means. It's not a rarity. It has nothing to do with that. So same thing here. You have, and this is a perfect example. So check this out, look. Conkeldurr, right? This is a full art, right? Still an ultra rare. This is the alt art. It's an alternative artwork to this Conkeldurr V. Does that make sense? Correct. They do not have their own symbols. Even in Scarlet and Violet, and I'll show you that here in a second. Trying to not to mess everything up. Yes, and alt arts do have their own textures and their own patterns and designs, yes. All right, so here we go. Obsidian Flames, right? This one is from Scarlet and Violet. So you still have circles for commons. You have your diamonds for uncommons, right? You have your stars for rares. 2 stars, right? Which is what they call double rares, which realistically these are ultra rares, but it's going to make it more confusing. So I'll just call them double rares. So 2 stars are double rares. Hold on 1 second, sorry. Okay. So again, if you see these are your double rares, right? Those are just your regular EXs, okay? Still regular EX, regular EX, regular EX, but they're double rares. Someone clip this so I can put it up as a short later, just as instructional. Dragonite, double rare, 2 stars. 2 regular black stars. Keep that in mind. So now, we get to here. These are what I would call art rares. For some reason, the Pokemon Company calls them illustrator rares, but it's 1 gold star. 1 gold star is a regular illustrator rare, and they even call it here. And God, I wish I could show you this. Actually, I'm going to. Yeah, hold on 1 second. Check this out. Here, look, I'll use my other phone real quick. Look, even here, I'll try and zoom in the best I can. Come on. 1 star's illustrator rare. Alternative art, regular Pokemon. So all these here, these are all alt arts for regular Pokemon. Come on. Of course, it's going to focus on my hands and not the text. And then 2 stars is your SIRs, which in Japanese side, they're SARs. Again, it's super confusing. 3 gold stars are hyper rares, right? Which are your gold cards. Hyper rares on older sets used to be your rainbows, but because they don't do rainbows anymore, that's what that became. All right, we're all good? Makes sense? Might as well show the rest of this. So this here, 2 gold stars. It's still an alt art, right? All right, we're all good. And by the way, usually once I complete a set, I keep a lot of the duplicates and stuff in that same binder. So I've got a bunch of duplicates in here. All right, let's get back to Silver Tempest. All right, so far we have our 2-piece hit right there, that Rapidash and the Breaks In Trainer Gallery. Yeah, you're absolutely welcome. I hope that makes more sense, and especially for those that weren't as, anyone else that didn't understand, hopefully I explained it the best way that I could. All right. So there's a prime example of those 2-piece that I was talking about there, where you can get a hit in the trainer in that second slot, and then your rare on the end. All right, so here we go. Let's see if we can get this one. Sunflora, Primordial Altar, Dedenne, we have Venonat, Ralts, Spinda, Pikachu, and a bunch of the other electric rodents. Noibat. Every time I see this card and Noivern, I think of Max Mofo. Shout out to Max, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Hopefully just chilling and enjoying your podcast. Every time he would see these, he would just scream. That or any of the Reggies. It was hilarious. Golbat Reverse, and let's see what's behind that. Ooh, okay, nice. There's one of the Reggies right on cue. Regidrago V-Star. Very, very nice. Ultra rare. Yeah, I really miss watching his content. Not the electric rodents, yeah, I know. But yeah, Max's content was hilarious. And again, like he was old school YouTube, so he was doing a lot more like cringy kind of stuff. But I don't know. I always enjoyed it. I thought he was hilarious. I guess I'll ask that question, right, just for the sake of conversation. Who were some of the first people you were watching on YouTube when you first started getting into watching YouTube? All right, we have Jinx, Toxapex, Professor Laventon. We have Swirlix. We have Marini. We have Indeedee. We have Baltoy, Clink. Ooh, I definitely mispulled there. You're talking about just today or altogether? Radiant Serena, by the way, absolutely beautiful. Radiant really just means it's a shiny version of that. Plus you get the texture on the card there, so very, very nice. Max and Unlisted Leaf. Okay, gotcha. You know, I gotta tell you, Hilario, I wasn't ever a big fan of Unlisted Leaf. I know he's very popular even nowadays, but to me, and again, just pure opinion here, I feel like he came off with such a fake personality. But again, it was his gimmick, right? Like that's what he did to attract the audience that he has, and so be it. But it was just overly fake. Where compared to like Max Mofo, where Max was just being himself, and you could tell he didn't care what other people thought. Yes, Mewtwo. Yeah, I've seen all of Max Mofo's stuff. Yeah, that was pretty insane. His private collection, especially with the stuff that he's shown off, I can only imagine stuff he hasn't shown off. He has a very expensive collection for sure. So far today, this is the third Elite Trainer box nugget. We opened up 2 of the Astral Radiance, and then this is the first Silver Tempest. We have another Silver Tempest to go, and then we have our Stellar Crown to do. But yeah, Unlisted Leaf, Leon, all those guys, or Leonhart, like I don't have anything against them per se. I'm just not a big fan of their content. But again, I'm a little bit of an older crowd, if you will, so maybe that makes sense. All right, Togedemaru as the reverse, and a Delphox. All right, let's see if we can get anything else. This has been a pretty good ETB. And again, this is what I'm talking about, where like how they can be hit and miss. This one's given us a lot of hits and a lot of different hits, which is nice. Let's see if we can get anything else out of this one before we get into the next one, though. Fletching, Ferroseed, Smeargle, Esper, and it's that little like hacky sack kind of design there. We have Croagunk just throwing that Poison Fist there, and behind it is a Zeraora, so nothing on that one. All right, last but not least, at least from this Elite Trainer box, let's see an alt art. I don't care which one it is. Let's just see one of them. I mean, if we pull the Lugia, I'm gonna grade it right away. I'm not gonna lie. But let's see what we can get. Any of them would be nice. I have all of them, but yeah, the Regidrago would be nice. Ooh, Raichu. Maybe that's a good sign. I love that Raichu. There's so many different kind of Raichu artworks, as you guys have seen from my own collection. But I always like the more evil kind of Raichus. It's just more fitting for the Pokemon's background, if you will. And that goes all the way back from Lieutenant Surge and his Raichu. All right, Whale Lord, one of the biggest Pokemon in the Pokemon universe. But let's see if there's anything behind it. Ooh, Metagross. All right, so we got a holo, so not too bad. Not the greatest, but not too bad. All right. So far, 5 hits from Silver Tempest. Let's see if we can get any more out of this other ETB. I mean, I hope so, right? We still have another 8 packs to open up for this, so hopefully we get at least a few hits. I'll take it. Slide this off. All right. Cool little divider in here. Again, more packs. Code card, there you go. And then all the typical stuff in there. All right. Let's see, let's just do this. We're gonna mix this around a little bit here, and then we're gonna go this stack first. All right, here we go. Another 8 chances to get some nice cards here. Come on. Code card. Let's see what the energy is. You got that darkness energy. All right, let's see what we got here. We have Curlia, we have Venomoth, we have Wallace, Ralts, we have Fletching, we have Dratini. Music just randomly cut for whatever reason. Stunfisk. Ooh, very, very nice. This is a really, really nice trainer gallery card here. We have the Superior V. Very, very nice. You got the trainer right there, obviously built in for the trainer gallery. But this is really nice. And this does have texture on it. I don't know if it's going to pick up on camera. But some of the trainer gallery cards, especially on like the second half of those sets, absolutely beautiful and got full texture there. And then we get an Amoonguss. So very, very nice start from this one here. Let me change this, even though it does kind of sound like Christmas music. Yeah, want something a little more upbeat, if you will. Yeah, absolutely beautiful card, though. Let's see what we got. Gotta love ads. If only they'd let me use an ad blocker without interrupting what I'm doing. Alright, there we go. Gotta love YouTube. Like, they don't make enough money off of all the monetized channels. They have to spam us with ads all the time. And it's funny because I'm not monetized channel, so I guess I can say that, right? Alright, here we go. Let's see what we get here. Lantern. I know there's a guy following Instagram. Unfortunately, I can't remember the name right now, but they've collected every Lantern card that's come out, which is kind of sick, and they have multiples, most of them. Alright, Smeargle, Litten, Petlil. We have Dratini as the reverse, and behind it is a Rapidash Holo. Nice, so another Holo there first. Duplicate, but it's alright. What sets have you guys been into lately? If you had some good luck with Surging Sparks, you're still keeping up with Stellar Crown, any of the Japanese sets you're keeping up with, maybe even some of the Chinese sets. I wish I could get my hands on more Chinese and Japanese Pokemon stuff because I don't know, I feel like it's been really, really great lately. All right, starting off with Lance, we have Fletchinder with that one single attack, the old steady fire breath there. We have Clang, Chinchou, Ferroseed, Pikachu, and all the other electric rodents. We have Ponyta, Venonat. We have Amaranth as the reverse, and behind it is a Virizion. Haven't opened up any Surging Sparks, only like Jasmine. That's that. Gotcha. Okay, Nugget, nice. Yeah, that should be fun. Yeah, I definitely wish I could find some more Surging Sparks around me for sure. But I think I kind of got spoiled because, again, we opened up the Japanese equivalent of that set, if you guys remember, and we did really, really well. So maybe that's why I haven't been able to find any. They're like, hey, you already had your luck, you know, go somewhere else. Stonejourner, Dewpider, Spinda, we have Feebas, Noibat, Snorunt, Dracoloak as the reverse, and behind that, ooh, very, very nice. Reshiram V, okay. Very, very nice. I'll gladly take that. There we go. Still got some hits going. Gotcha. Yeah, I remember you mentioned that Nugget, which it was definitely some pure luck there. But I mean, you were telling me the other day too that like you saw a whole bunch of restock. So at least you're seeing that. Usually when I go out on like Thursdays or early Fridays, I'm not even seeing any of that. It's just either the chaos from people going through it, or they just haven't restocked my area. So hopefully it'll be a little bit better when I get back from my trip. Yeah, it would be nice to find some more of the current sets. I mean, I'm saying that as I'm going to open up some Stellar Crown today, but you guys know what I mean. All right, we have the Hisuian Bravery. Let's see what's behind it. Is an Arcanine. Very, very nice. There we go. Got pulled this one for Nugget. There you go. I know they're going to appreciate that. All right, let's see what else we can get. Again, not trying to be greedy, but one alt art from this would make a huge difference. But let's take a look and see what we can get. And again, I'm not picky. I'll take any of them, especially because I already have all of them. But it would be nice to pull at least one alt art. Let's put it this way, right? And I'm it's going to be risky saying this, right? Because, all right, if we pull an alt art, I'm going to put it in the giveaway. There we go, locked in saying that, at least from Silver Tempest, right? I'm just saying from the remaining packs we have here, if we pull one of the 4 alt arts, it is going into the giveaway pile. All right, we have Esper, we have Smeargle, we have Cobalion as the reverse, nice reverse rare, and behind that, all right, we have Fion. Now, to make it even sweeter, right? Just because it's that time of year, trying to be nice, trying to be generous. If I pull any of the alt arts here, and then we do the giveaway, and someone wins that as the giveaway, I will pay to get it graded, if that's how you want it. Now, if you want it for your binder collection or something like that, no problem. Just throwing it out there, right? But if we pull an alt art out of one of these 2 packs here, and someone wins it in the giveaway, I will get it graded for you if that's what you want to do. All right, here we go. We have Glee. We have Candace. It should be nice. Well, yeah, absolutely, of course. But it's something that, you know, maybe I could start doing, right? Especially with duplicates and stuff like that. Definitely something to look into for sure. Just watching. What's up, Squirrel? How we doing? All right, Keldeo, reverse, and... All right, Zeraora. All right, so last chance. But you have to think, Wabba, like, the giveaway pile that we have right now is really solid. And again, for someone that doesn't really do giveaways, I think we're looking pretty good. Even the last giveaway, right? Like Nugget won something on the last giveaway. Some of the other viewers won some stuff. You know what I mean? So I think it's been beneficial, right? And I think there's a positive take on it for sure. All right, so let's see what we can get here. Let's see if we can get anything. Siliglyph, one of my favorite psychics. Venonat, Dewpider. We have Spinda, Feebas, Fanfy as the reverse. Now, just for the sake of adding more drama to this, I'm going to slow pull this and see what we can get here, right? Let's see if there's anything behind Fanfy. 3, 2, oh, hold on. We do have a nice border here. All right. Could it be an alt art? Maybe. Maybe. I mean, it is from 2022 Pokemon. That's all I can see there. All right. Let's see if I wish into existence. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Ooh. Not an alt art, but still an absolutely beautiful card. A very nice Mawile V-Star. Oh, nice Swirl. To be honest, I haven't really looked at them since I collected all of them. I have all the Trainer Gallery cards from Brilliant Stars all the way to Silver Tempest. I have all the Galarian Gallery cards from Crown Zenith, and then I have pretty much all of them in Japanese as well. But it's good. The same thing with like some of the amazing rares. I know they kind of went up in price here and there, but so again, not too bad. I think that was pretty solid for oh my goodness, Silver Tempest. We got at least 3 holos, right? And we only got 1 duplicate out of all that, so that's not too bad. We got the Radiant, so that's not bad. And again, that's the shiny version of Serena. We got the Reshiram V, the Mawile V-Star, and the Regidrago. Probably Reggie is my favorite out of those. And then we got at least 2 Trainer Gallery cards, and 2 of, I'd say, probably the better ones from this set. I think your Brain Glitch, yeah, absolutely, it did for sure. Crown Zenith, nice, very, very nice Squirtle. If the Trainer Gallery was zone set, yeah, I could see that, but then it would also be one of those things where I think it'd be harder to collect them, and that's why they put them in these sets here, because there's only 30 cards for each Trainer Gallery. But it's a much better pull rate than if they just did its own individual set. Like when they had them on the Japanese side, it is a little bit harder to pull because of all the other cards that are mixed in, right? Especially with some of those sets where you're getting amazing rares, Radiants, Vs, VMAX, V-Stars, like they were harder to pull. I think it was smart, at least for them to do this on the English side. But I don't know. We'll have to wait and see how the English set does for the Terrestrial Festival. But here we go. Last but definitely not least, this will be the last thing we open up today. There's a new trainer set bringing hype to these. To be honest, I don't know how I feel about the new trainer set coming out, because number one, it's not going to be like Gym Heroes and Gym Challenge was. It just won't. Unless they go nuts with all the alt arts and they make every, like the art rares. So let me put it this way. All the art rares in that upcoming training set or trainer set, they have to be absolutely insane. They have to be trainers that people actually want to see of, right? And I understand they're going to cover down on a lot of the Scarlet and Violet trainers. Sure, I get that. But they're also bringing Z in. It's either Z or N. No, it's N. His name's N. They're bringing him back, which is kind of cool. But, like, it's stuff like that where they're going to have to... They're really going to have to go nuts with the rares for sure. All right, let's see. Where is the promo? I forgot they put it in here. Very nice Noctile there. I'm going to leave it in here. But yeah, it's same thing with the whole like supposed Team Rocket set, and you guys kind of know how I feel about that at this point. Without them doing dark type Pokemon or dark Pokemon in that set, it's going to be very hard for it to be really, really good unless they just go nuts with the alt arts and all the art rares and the secret rares, all that. They have to be absolute killers. Like otherwise, it's going to be a tough sell for me. I'll put it that way. TL Vlog, how we doing? All right. But yeah, I think 2025 has the potential to be a big year for Scarlet and Violet, especially with it potentially being the last year for Scarlet Violet. But again, looking at the end of Sword and Shield, right? And again, I'm going to go through and read off the sets from the end of Sword and Shield. The last year of Sword and Shield, we got Brilliant Stars, Astral Radiance, Pokemon Go, Lost Origins, Silver Tempest, and Crown Zenith. it was such a heavy hitting year that, you know, Stellar Crown. Yep, just getting into Stellar Crown right now. Right, but again, and that's the other thing too. They're like, oh, there's going to be Rocket's Pokemon in there, where it's going to be like Rocket's Mewtwo or Rocket's blah blah blah. That's great and all, but like that's not enough. Terra Festival was feeling like Star Universe. Okay. So after I open this pack, for everyone that's just kind of piling in, I'll show you a little bit of a preview of what we have for next week. Nice Raging Bolt there. So again, I showed this off earlier in the stream, but the reason why we didn't open it today is because I don't have all of them in. But I do have 5 boxes so far of the Terra Festival, right? I'm waiting for my last order to come in. Nice, trying to complete Master Set. Yeah, best of luck with that. That's going to be tough. But yeah, so this will be opened up next week. I didn't do it today's stream because, again, I'm waiting for a couple more to come in. I was really hoping that, and again, I was being ambitious. I was really hoping that the prices for these were going to go down, kind of like they did with oh my goodness, Shiny Treasures EX. But since I bought those boxes, they've gone up almost $20 a box. So again, I think the last order I have coming in will probably be it. As much as I would love to get in more, it's just going to get more and more expensive. So I'm kind of content with what I got, and lucky I got what I got. Oh, if we see a God Pack, that'd be insane. I think I've got a good chance. I don't know what the rates are for that, but to be honest, and again, this is all first print run stuff. So this is how I see it. To build up hype for these sets, right? Even though there's a lot of hype behind it, right? You have all the evolutions, you have all this craziness built into, ooh, nice Cinderace EX, to this set, right? And they've been talking about it for a while. Like, they hyped this set up months and months and months ago. But look at how many people on Instagram are pulling God Packs. And again, they've probably ripped through however many. But at this point, everyone and their mother has opened a God Pack. Remember, 2 or 3 years ago when these Japanese, the high-class sets, you would never see a God Pack, and if you did, it was rare like it's supposed to? They do that in the first couple print runs to get people into buying these sets. And then if you get like the second or third print run or the last one, you'll probably never see a God Pack because they got everyone's money, they got all the attention. They did the same thing with Hidden Fates. If you look at English Hidden Fates, right, the first print run from the 4th print run, no one was pulling Charizards in the 4th print run. No one was completing their set with shinies from the 4th print run. It was all done during the 1st print run or the 2nd at most. But again, they got everyone hyped up for Hidden Fates, which again, probably one of my favorite sets. I completed it. I master setted it. I'm glad I have it done. But I have a bunch of sealed first print run Hidden Fates stuff that I honestly think is more valuable than the 4th print run stuff. And there is a way to tell the difference, but maybe I'll save that for another time. Yeah, it's just one of those things where this set is the same way. Yes, would have been awesome for them to just print it out the ass, make all the pulls super easy to get, so it kind of lowers the price for a bit, gets everybody into the set, which that's what everyone wants. They don't want to pay $80, $85, $90 for Japanese booster boxes, even for specialty sets. People want to pay $50, $60 a booster box at most. But again, we're talking about specialty sets. I understand the market. I feel like I've been back into the hobby long enough now to see the trends. But again, all this is just my opinion. I have no issue sharing my opinion. This is just how I feel about it. First print run is believed to be the best for Hidden Fates. Absolutely. But again, that's why I completed my set when I did. And then that's why all the sealed Hidden Fates stuff I have is going to stay sealed. There's no point in me to open up Hidden Fates right now, unless we hit a major milestone. If someone buys it for me, if someone drops a donation or something, then yeah, I'll absolutely rip some Hidden Fates, maybe for a big celebration. But even per pack, like if I was to buy just a bunch of loose packs, it's over $20 per pack for Hidden Fates. And that's a set that came out in 2019, just to put that in perspective. The same thing like Shining Legends. Dragon Majesty. Those are both two sets that I absolutely love, and they're some of my favorite sets. But they're over $35 a pack. Like, it wouldn't make sense for me to buy it unless someone donated to me, or I came into a bunch of money and I just felt like, you know, spending it. Just, again, this is all my perspective, just me thinking out loud kind of stuff. But just trying to be realistic with you guys, the reason why I do the things that I do. All right, let's see. We have Grubbin as the first reverse, Finian as the second, and Kling Klang. All right, so we only got one EX so far out of this ETB, but it's all right. Still got a couple more packs. Again, next week, by the time I get back, we should be doing Final Fantasy Fridays. If you guys are into that kind of thing, definitely check that out. Probably later in the day, because I think my flight lands in the afternoon sometime. And then Sunday, again, I should have all my orders in for Terror Festival. So we'll be opening that a week from today. Keep an eye out for that. Obviously, I'll make some Instagram posts. If I can find any packs local or anything, I'm going to pick them up, obviously, just to try and buff up the stream a little bit. But even if I open up 5 or 6 boxes, I think that's more than enough. I think we're going to have a good time with that. Hopefully you guys agree. All right, let's see what's behind Lechonk. Ooh, nice. Turtonator. Got that nice art rare. And let's see if there's anything behind that. And a Hollow Noctowl. Not bad, not bad. I'll gladly take it. Even though I've pulled this card a few times now. Still nice to see. Yeah, so I think one of the last times I opened up Stellar Crown, if you guys remember, I pulled the Squirtle and the Bulbasaur in the same opening. It's kind of sick. I was extremely surprised. Because I pulled the Squirtle first, and then I literally willed the other one into existence. I was like, all right, so now we just need to pull Bulbasaur. And it was almost back-to-back. All right, Fido as the first reverse. Varoom as the second. Ooh, nice. There we go. Another Cinderace. Okay, so we get the Cinderace full art here. That double star silver rarity. Absolutely beautiful with that little rainbow pattern on the edge. I'll gladly take that. I'm good to see we still have some hits in this ETB. I was getting a little bit nervous. But yeah, absolutely beautiful cards there for sure. Let's see, it probably goes in that order there. All right. Let's see if we get anything else. Again, not trying to be greedy, but looks like this thing's heating up just a little bit. I do appreciate everyone that came through the stream today. Again, we ended up opening 5 ETBs total. Again, I just like hanging out with you guys, chit-chatting. Gave some good instructional value, right? A little bit earlier, talked about the different rarities and how you can tell them apart. Stellar Crown is a good set. I really, really like it. It's definitely a set I want to try and complete. But I'm so behind on a bunch of sets that, like, I want to, even if I can get to like 80-85% complete on some of these Scarlet Violet sets, I'd be happy with that. Especially compared to my Sword and Shield sets, where like Sword and Shield, I have more than half the sets complete, and then the remaining sets are like 90-95%. Favorite Sword and or Scarlet and Violet set so far. So I'll do this, right? I'll take 151 out of it, right? Because 151 is probably one of the best sets. But taking that out, right, just to be fair, I'd probably say, I don't know, I mean, Paldean Fates was solid. I had some really good luck with that one. I like Twilight Masquerade. I mean, base set's solid too. Paldea Evolved is decent. Obviously, that set has the Raichu, which I like. Obsidian Flames was the first Charizard introduction. Obviously, 151 right behind that. Again, if 151's in the conversation, yeah, it's the best set for Scarlet and Violet so far. Yes, and that's a very good point. They are putting 151 in toy sections in Target. Very good call out there, Squirtle. Appreciate you. But yeah, and again, like, Wabbit, you have to remember I was gone for that time, so I missed a lot of sets when they were current. Ooh, got a nice double rare here. Nice Lucario, very, very nice. So I'm still getting caught up on some of these sets. But if I had to pick, obviously 151's the best Scarlet and Violet set so far. But I definitely want to keep working towards and completing the other ones. Nugget likes the Obsidian Flames for the... Yeah. Hey, that was an awesome promo for sure. So that's definitely good there. I'm glad that they added the other two in this set here. You got the Squirtle and the Bulbasaur. All right, here we go. Last pack of the stream. Let's see if we can get anything nice pulled here. I'll be doing my my call-outs. Actually, you know what? Let's do shout-outs right now before I flip this over. Let's do some shout-outs to see everyone that came through, right? So, scrolling all the way back, we have my boy Ice T Mix came through. New Kid came through. Bad Wabbit. Nugget, obviously. Appreciate you. Mewtwo Dude. We had Hilario. Or Hilario, sorry. Who else came through? I feel like someone else... we had Lario. Let's see who else came through. Squirtle Gang came through. TL Vlog came through. So yeah, I appreciate everyone that's come through so far. I always enjoy the streams. Whether it's one of you here or 10 of you, maybe we'll get to a point where there's 100 of you here, which would be sick. But again, I really appreciate it. It's been a fun stream. Let's see if we can end off with something big. All right, we have Metatite, Meltan, we have Score Bunny, Ladybug, the Glass Trumpet, which again I think is so funny. I feel like the first press you do on any of those keys, it just shatters. We have Deancey, the Area Zero Underpath or Under Depths, sorry. Fan Rotom, tragic that we have to see this one again, especially after just seeing the other one. Let's see if we can get anything here. Ooh, Choodle. Not the craziest, but here we go. Let's see if we can end off with something big here. And unfortunately not. We end up with the Ladian Rare. But, you know what, honestly, that was a pretty decent ETB. We got at least 2 double rares, right? We got the Lucario, which I don't think I pulled previously, so I'll take it. We got the Cinderace. We got the Turtonator Art Rare. And then we got the Cinderace Full Art Rainbow here. So, again, not too bad. Out of the other 2 sets, another quick recap with these as well. So again, we got the Superior V from the Trainer Gallery. We get the Braixen. We have Regidrago, Mawile, Reshiram, the Radiant Serena. No, absolutely not, Wabbit. No. As much as I'd love to rip through them right now, no, I want to wait for the other ones to come in. As much as I'd like to do a bunch of separate openings for Terror Festival, I just want to get all my orders in. We'll just do one big opening. And then, again, coming from Astral Radiance, we pulled the Melanie. We got that Typhlosion V Full Art. We got the Beedrill and the Darkrai. And then we got Mesprit and Bastodon Hollows. So, again, really appreciate the stream. Again, coming up next week, we have a bunch of these boxes to go through, right? And I did label who I got them from. So that'll be fun. We're definitely going to do a Final Fantasy Friday because I have a bunch of Final Fantasy mail coming in as well. Yeah, again, I appreciate everyone coming through. Hopefully everyone enjoyed the stream. We went for, 83 minutes, so a little bit of a shorter stream, but I think we had a lot of fun. Got some decent pulls out of it. But yeah, that's going to do it for me. Again, I got to finish uploading everything to eBay, so if you guys haven't checked that out, make sure you guys check out my eBay storefront. We've already had stuff sell even overnight last night, and I still have plenty more things to upload today. But that's what I'm going to be doing, and then hopefully at some point I'll be playing some Final Fantasy 14, maybe some Destiny 2. I appreciate all you guys coming through. That's going to do it for me. I'm WakoBako. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, guys.